I'm William Briggs, and I'm Dean of the College of Communications. It's located in College Park, Suite 450. Well, for one thing, you don't want to get it wrong. It's getting more expensive to stay in school, and you want to make sure that you get in and out as quickly as you can. Take the right courses, get the best advice, get your degree, and move on into your professional life. Well, I think student clubs and activities are an important part of a student's educational experience. Going to classes is just one part of the total mix, and I think that going to clubs and other kinds of activities rounds out what a student learns in the class. Plus, it gives them an opportunity to interact with their fellow students, have a lot of fun, meet professionals, get advice, make connections. Those of us that work in the communications industries know that it largely depends upon who you know oftentimes to find those jobs and make those important connections. So the clubs play an important part in that. Well, I've done journalism. I've worked in broadcasting, both in radio, cable television, some television. I've edited magazines. I've done a lot of public relations, advertising, photojournalism, and I've taught across the spectrum of mass communication courses too. So I'm really a generalist, and that's something that you don't see quite as much of anymore because communications has gotten much more sophisticated and much more specialized. But it was a good way for me to have a career, and it's all been great. I've been working in higher education for the better part of 3 decades and in a variety of different capacities in addition to being a classroom professor. And it was an opportunity that was presented to me to come to Fullerton and work in a really exceptional program at a really fine university, but also being dean gives you an opportunity to influence policy decisions at a university that affect a great more number of students. And I was at the point in my career where that was important to me. Transfer students are, of course, very much a part of the mix at a state university like Cal State Fullerton. Transfer students have been clever, I think, in taking advantage of the California community college system, in knocking out those first 2 years or those first 60 units or completing their general education so that by the time they get to the 4-year school, they can really start to focus on their major, start honing in on what they want to do professionally as a career. I think transfer students, though, need to learn as much about the university that they're going to transfer to as they possibly can before they get here. Back to your earlier question about advising, I think it's very important that transfer students get good advising before they transfer so that they don't take the wrong courses that won't transfer, so that they come in with the maximum number of units that are going to count and that their progress going through the rest of the university is not slowed down.